and welcome. I'm Lynn of Lynn X Stitches Creates, and welcome to my Flosstube channel about count and cross stitch and the project bags I make. It is Thursday, April 20th, 2023. This is episode 81, and it is also a special day. It is my 2-year Flosstube anniversary. So, nothing too crazy today. It kind of took me by surprise. You know, I was all geared up for my 1,000 subscribers, and the anniversary kind of just, I wasn't thinking about it coming up, and I was watching, I think, Colleen, who just had her 100th episode, and I was thinking, gee, when is my anniversary? And I was like, oops. So I've been having a week, just things going on, and the storm systems have been killing my head. So I was thinking, I'm just gonna skip this week. And then when I realized today was 2 years, like, nope, can't skip this week. Gotta have the floss tube, gotta have it on the anniversary day, and gonna have a couple of giveaways. So let's do stitching first. So I have been working on a couple of different things. Whipco and 25/7. I have Dorney Lane and Sky High Santa by Satsuma Street. Sky High Santa is my grandson's Christmas stocking, and I have finished the 5 hours for my Whipco challenge for this month on that, but I'm continuing to work on it, of course, for my 25/7. So this is where it was last time, and here is where it is now. So I've got this motif all finished. I started filling up this, and I've got all the stripes except for this one finished. I was watching a live on Facebook and I couldn't have my pattern up, so I switched to filling in this. So he's getting so close. The balloon is so close to being done. There's like another green stripe and then a top part with a flag. And then the balloon itself will be done. So it's getting there. It's getting there. My other Whipco for this month, and of course 25/7, is Dorney Lane by Rosewood Manor, and I'm dropping things all out of here. This is what the pattern looks like. So this top area is where I am working. This is where it was last time. And this is where it is now. I filled in more in this area. I really want to get back and finish, so that would complete the 4 pages across when I finish this. And I want to get, this weekend is 24 hours of cross stitch with Jen Lee, Quirks and Stitches. Facebook page is linked below for 24 hours of cross stitch. So this will be my focus this weekend. I'll probably throw in Sky High Santa as well, but I want to make more progress. And of course, I haven't done my 5 hours on it for my Whipco for April, so got to do that. So that's Dorney Lane, and it's, you know, every little bit counts. I do love it. Just too many things going. Too many. So I have been working on, from Historical Sampler Company, Home is Where the Heart Is. Part 2 just came out yesterday, Wednesday. I was not done with part 1, but I have made some progress on it. So this is where I am. You know, migraines just get in the way. So this whole leaf here, I'll add the leaves. So I've got the H done, and with part two went across the top. So hopefully during 24 hours cross stitch, I'll put in some more time, an hour or two on this as well. Hopefully get part one done and get over into part two. So that is that. It's very pretty, and you know, you take it in pieces. There's a lot of, like, the leaves are two colors, that H was two colors. You almost don't see the ombre in it, but it's very pretty. So I also, last night was the 19th, which if you've been following me, you know the 19th is Poltergeist Pirates Day by Glendon Place. So we had our Facebook chat last night. Not everyone was able to make it, but of course, you know, weekday, that happens. But those of us that were on, we had a good time and made some more progress. So this is where I was last time, and I made some good progress. So I added in all this gray here and this brown of the deck and the railing. So each month I get some, we stitch for about 2 hours, and each month I get, you know, some good progress on it. So that's sitting and stitching for 6 different times. Most of the times it was about 2 hours. The first time, I think the first day when we started, I think I only did an hour. And of course, I didn't realize I thought I had that mask done. And then when I was filling in over here, I was like, no, it's not. So next month, I will start there. There's only, right here, there's 21 stitches, just 21, and there's 4 colors. So, you know, sometimes, that's what I liked about what the section I did last night. It was like blocks of color, so it made it much easier to do. But next month, we'll get that mast finished, and I might go back up the mast instead of continuing down. Basically, what I'm trying to do is get over to the masthead to get, or not the masthead, the figurehead, which is the dragon. I really want to get that in, but I may go up and finish the crossbar for the sails. And there's a mouse that you can put a button or you can stitch him, and I think I'm going to stitch him rather than put the button. So yeah, so that was most of the stitching I did. One of the reasons I didn't get some of my Sal's work done was because I decided I wanted to get this done. We met on the internet by Dirty Annie's, and I had a start and a finish. So there it is, all done. It's not very big, and what I plan to do, I'm going to get a frame, and this will be and a mat board, and then I'm going to mount this in the center of the frame and have my friends that I've met on the internet at StitchCon sign it. So that one's done. Yay. And then another finished, which was not this week, I forgot to show it last week. Bent Creek, last year I got the kit for the Narwhal at StitchCon. And I decided, he's actually in a snow globe, but I decided not to put him in the snow globe because my grandson likes narwhals. He's 2, you know. They're interesting creatures. Narwhals and beluga whales. And yes, he can say those words. But, so I'm going to put this in a hoop, just, you know, so he can have it in his room. I think he's very cute. He's supposed to have beads for eyes, but I dropped one of the beads, so oops. So yeah, so that's all the stitching that I have done. Let's do our giveaway. If you look on the Hallmark website for wedding anniversaries, the traditional 2-year anniversary is cotton. So I thought I would translate that for Flosstube anniversary into fabric. So I have 3 different choices today. I have a Seraphim that's called 5 o'clock somewhere. It's a 32 count, and it is that green because it's Earth Day on Saturday, the 22nd. So what better color to have? So this is the 32 count. So if you are interested in this, say green. We'll go simple. And I have, for our Ada Stitchers, I have a Picture This Plus. It's a 14 count Rubeus. So that's the red. And this was a fabric of the month back in 2020, 2019, 2020. Can't remember when I started that one. And since I haven't used it, better for you guys to use it. So we'll say Ruby, R-U-B-Y, for this one rather than Rubeus. And then I have another 14 count. This is Bestitch Me. It's called Earth. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So 14 count, it's 18 by 29. So it's a large piece. So if you've got a Mirabilia mermaid, you know, I know Mirabilia is usually 16 count, but yeah, 14 count. I am going to have to limit these to the US because sending stuff internationally is still a bear. So, oh, and so for that one, for this one, Earth, because that's what the fabric is called. So, and I'll have John give you all the instructions on how to enter.
And thanks, Clarice. This is Skip Valentine's with the official rules for today's giveaway portion of the show. First of all, to win, you must be a subscriber to this channel, and you must be at least 18 years of age. Now to enter, you simply comment on today's YouTube video and include the secret code word for the prize that you'd like to enter for. Now, when you do your comment, please do not include words like giveaway, prize, win, winner, Weisenheimer, or Wyoming, because these words attract trolls and bots and other rodents that we don't want on our show. Now, when you use your code word, be sure to include it in a sentence. This has absolutely no bearing on whether or not you will win, but it will make it more creative and fun for all of us. You may enter as many times as you wish, but you will only be eligible to win one prize in today's giveaway YouTube channel show thing. Oh, how about that? Okay.
Winners will be announced Monday, May 1st. Okay, so haul. I got my Forbidden Fiber Co. Fabric of the Month for April, and I get a 28 count Lugana, and this is called Latte. It's about there. Isn't that pretty? Just a very, very nice neutral. So that is handy to have. Stitchonomy, who has Instagram page that I follow. I think they might have a Facebook page too. She does a lot of free sales, and she was having an Etsy sale, and I purchased this needle minder. It's a potion bottle, and there's her information. But I enjoy her sales. Especially at Christmas time, she has one that's daily, which is a lot of fun. I also got to go with, this was in the Garden Life Stitching Box, the Garden Box by Jeanette Douglas. I ordered the box, but I ordered the wrong color, but I think I'm gonna keep it. So I ended up getting the cherry wood box instead of the walnut, but I think it'll still work and I like it. So that box is by Cabran Mary Woods, and I purchased it through I'll put it here because I've forgotten the online store I purchased it for. I did not purchase it from Silver Needle because I couldn't find it on the Silver Needle website, which is where Jeanette suggests to look for it. I couldn't find it on their website, but I did a Google search and I found it. It's out of New York, so I will put the name. So since I have the pattern and I have the box, I went to Keepsakes and I got the fabric for it. So I think that'll be okay. And then I got all the floss, and oh my goodness, these colors are so, so pretty. And I have just made a mess pulling them out of the bag. I don't want to drop any. So these are all the called for colors. Look at that purple. There's some red, pink, and a couple of blues, and then whiskey I already had. So that is my floss palette. That will be going on this fabric. I think it's really pretty. So I may start one of those pieces this weekend during 24 hours cross stitch as well. We'll see how the stitching goes. You know, sometimes I have grand plans for 24 hours of cross stitch and then it just goes so I won't be able to start. I probably won't be able to start tomorrow morning. I'll probably start tomorrow night because doctor's appointment, and since it's Earth Day on Saturday, my grandson's daycare is having an Earth Day parade that we're going to watch and surprise him. So it should be fun. So that's all the haul that I have. I did have some Stitchy Kindness, and I actually got this 2 weeks ago, and when Candy showed it, I realized I forgot to take mine out of my bag and show it last week. So our friend Tiffany, the one who's so creative and makes all the beautiful cards, she did this. Just a little egg carton. Just get the sticker on the top, and look at this. How cute is this? So she put in some greenery. We got some chocolate. And then look at this bunny needle minder. He's so cute. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? So, and she also knows who in the store does not eat sweets. So I think for Barbara, she got her a little couple of clementines, and she did the same thing for Susan. So because they don't eat sweets, and honestly, I shouldn't either. But you know, I haven't gotten there yet. Things are going to start changing over. Now that I'm healed up from the gallbladder surgery, things are going to start changing. So, so that's that. I have hit 2,000 subscribers on Instagram, so I am going to be posting an Instagram giveaway on my Instagram page at Lynn X Stitches Creates, and I'm going to be giving away the 25th anniversary pattern that Rosewood Manor did for Keepsakes, Lebanon house sampler. So pretty. We have 310 on the front porch of Keepsakes. And the beautiful quote. So, yeah. So go over to my Instagram page if you're interested in this. Like that, comment on it. It'll be up probably before this video is up. So I'm giving this away. Speaking of Keepsakes, if you are interested in the Any Tiny Town heart and hand pattern that was exclusively made for the Keepsakes 25th anniversary, and you missed the pre-order last week, guess what? They're going to open it up for 24 more hours. So, starting tomorrow, Friday the 21st, until Saturday the 22nd, go to the Keepsakes website. It's yourkeepsakes.com, and go to the shop, and you should be able to pre-order a copy for yourself. It won't come till July, like the middle of July. But if you're interested, you have a second opportunity to get one. So, and that's it. Once this extra 24 hours is done, it's done. It's not going to be out again. It will not be at Keepsakes. It will not be at StitchCon. It will not be at Summer Stitch Days with Keepsakes. It will not be out again until Cecilia of Heart and Hand decides to release it. Whether that's Market 2024, whether that's later in 2024, whether that's never, don't know. It's up to her. But for right now, the pre-order is it. So if you want that Any Tiny Town, go pre-order it now. Let's see. We have Black Needle Society. I hope if you got the Garden Life Stitching box that you posted some photos. If you haven't, you're not too late. Go ahead. You have until the 30th to post your pictures and be eligible for a $25 Etsy card. They just announced they did a unboxing on their channel and announced the winners from the November box and the January box. So, you know, you never know. And every photo is an entry. So, highly recommend doing it. And don't get crazy, you know, if you don't have a garden to put your pattern in. I did not. So I just did a background of flowers around my pattern, and that was, you know, my prompt for the day. You know, keep it simple, don't go crazy. And if you're very creative, go for it, you know. You never know, because you might be on the back of one of the flyers in one of the boxes. Next week on the 26th starts the Gilmore Girls retreat. So if you've gotten that box, have a good time. I am not going to that retreat. I enjoy Gilmore Girls, but I'm not a uber huge fan, so I didn't do that retreat. Vault. Things will be loaded into the vault on May 1st. I know there's at least one thing from the Gilmore Girls box that I want. So I will be on 10 a.m. May 1st to try to snag it. And of course, as always, anything that you buy from the vault, you can use my code Lynn5 as Black Needle Society rep. You get 5% off. And you can use that anytime throughout the year. Anytime you make a purchase, you can use it. So go for it. And let's see. Only other announcement is non-stitchy. Tonight is opening night for the Footlighters production of A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder. My husband, the crazy man you've seen on this channel, is one of the ensemble players. It is a crazy show. There's only like 3 or 4 people that play one character. Everyone else plays many characters. John has 13 costume changes in the first act alone. So it is going to be a fun show. It's a musical. It was, I believe it won for music at the Tony Awards in 2014. I'll have to double check that. But it's a fun show. And one guy plays the entire Dicesquith family who is getting knocked off. And that's all I'll say. But yeah, so I have a couple of links on, well, my stories today. I'll see if I can figure out how to put one on my Instagram page. If you're in the Cincinnati area or the Northern Kentucky area, it's in Newport. It's the Stained Glass Theater in Newport, which is an old church that was built in 1882. So I've only been like the backside. I haven't been into the theater itself yet. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to opening night tonight, besides with my sister-in-law when she comes in May. So that's all the excitement here. And then life will start calming down a little bit for my husband. I hope. You never know with him. So, happy stitching. If you're doing 24 hours of cross stitch. Oh, that was the other thing. Black Needle Society is having Facebook or Zoom. I'm not sure. It's a chat. Saturday night, the 22nd, 6 p.m. Central it starts. The link for it will be on the Black Needle Society Facebook page. If you're not a member of that page, the link is in my description box below. Click on it, answer the questions, you'll get admitted, and then you can join the Facebook chat on Saturday night, which is always a good time too. So, having said all that, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here for the last 2 years. If you've been with me from the beginning, God bless you. It's been a lot of crazy. And if you're new, I hope you enjoyed what you saw. I hope you're enabled a little bit, and I hope you'll join me again. So I will see you on Monday, hopefully with a lot of 24 hours of cross stitching. Have a good week, or weekend, because it's almost the weekend. Bye.